Hey, Crosspoint Community Church. This is Pastor Bryan. I'm really looking forward to preaching this weekend a message on marriage as we enter into a new series called All of Me. Whenever I sit down with a young couple to do premarital counseling, one of the first questions that I'll ask them is, what's the point of marriage? And usually it's the bride-to-be that kind of starts in with it. She's like, well, it's really all about kind of pursuing happiness, right? Because I'm so glad that I met my soulmate, and I can't wait to have these kids and this white picket fence, and we're going to be happy. Did I already say that? She kind of goes on with that, and then I'll look at the groom-to-be and I'll say, bro, you want to add anything to that? And he just kind of gets a smirk on his face and maybe winks at me, and I know exactly what he's thinking about. It's what happens after the ceremony that wedding night. But it's just interesting to me how both of them would articulate what they're looking for in marriage very differently. Here's what I rarely hear. I rarely hear from a young couple what God would say would be the point of marriage. So I have to do a little bit of clarification for them. And that's the same clarification I want to do for our congregation this weekend. I would say it like this. God, his point or his desire for us in marriage is oneness. It's at this point that young couples stare at me and it gets quiet and I can literally hear crickets blinking. Oneness, what does that mean? What does that look like for us to be one in marriage? Well, that's what I want to wrestle with this weekend, is this whole idea of oneness or intimacy in marriage. What is it all about? What does it look like? Where does it come from? But beyond that, what I want to do is this. I want to show you how, though this oneness thing is a mystery, it's not a misconception. And when we misconceive the point of marriage, when we allow this oneness thing to become a misconception, then what happens is there are 4 myths that flow from it. And I want to spend some time looking at those myths this weekend and replacing them with truths. And hopefully all of us will walk away with better marriages and a better idea of what God's point is and his desire is for us in marriage. So would you join me this weekend? Because let's just be honest, man. Our marriages, they're works in progress. And we really, really need God's blessing and we need God's truth to inspire us as we lead our marriages forward. So join me this weekend at 6 p.m. on Saturday night, or 8, 9:15, or 11 a.m. on Sunday morning as we do some work in the scriptures together. God bless you, and we'll see you then.